Big questions over the Chinese surveillance balloon. It's floating high over Montana. Mola Lenghi is on the scene in Billings with the latest. Good morning, Mola.
Good morning, George. National security officials say they are monitoring this Chinese surveillance balloon that traveled from Alaska through Montana here and is still on the move. Pentagon officials telling ABC News they decided not to shoot the aircraft down, but they're leaving all options on the table.
This morning, a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon hovering over the northern United States for days.
The United States government has detected and is tracking a high-altitude surveillance balloon that is over the continental United States right now.
The balloon seen here, flying over Billings, Montana, where it forced a ground stop at the city's airport, halting all commercial and general aviation flights in order to clear the airspace. It's roughly the size of 3 buses, with a technology bay attached beneath it, believed to be carrying high-resolution cameras, according to a senior U.S. official. Sources describe it as an aircraft designed to travel in a purposeful path, one that includes a number of sensitive U.S. sites.
These are balloons that can be used for surveillance, for Earth observation, but they can also be used for military purposes. In this case, perhaps the Chinese were looking to collect high-fidelity imagery of sensitive U.S. sites, where they may have been intercepting communications. But they also could have been testing U.S. air defenses.
A senior defense official saying they are confident the balloon was sent by the Chinese government. And this isn't the first instance this has happened in recent years.
Once the balloon was detected, the U.S. government acted immediately to protect against the collection of sensitive information.
This morning, the Chinese government cautioning against what they describe as hype, claiming they're still gathering facts. The Pentagon, now closely tracking the balloon, says it currently poses no physical threat to civilians, commercial aviation, or U.S. military assets. Still, on Wednesday, defense officials say, as a precaution, the U.S. Air Force mobilizing F-22 fighter jets in case the order was made to shoot down the balloon. The contrails seen here in this image.
It may have been possible for the U.S. Air Force to shoot this balloon down, but that also raises a risk. And that risk is if the missile misses, or even if the missile hits the balloon, it could send hot shrapnel down on civilian areas anywhere in Montana.
Well, U.S. officials say the path the balloon appears to be taking flies it directly over some sensitive U.S. sites, including one of the nation's 3 nuclear missile silo facilities at Malmstrom Air Force Base here in Montana, George.
Okay, Mola, thanks. Let's get more on the administration response from senior White House correspondent Mary Bruce. Good morning, Mary.
George, good morning. Well, the White House this morning is tracking this very closely, but they are also urging calm, stressing that right now there is no immediate threat. But I can tell you behind the scenes, the president's team has been scrambling to present him with options, including possible military action to take down this aircraft. And while the defense secretary has argued that's not necessary at this point, we are told they are leaving all options on the table. Meanwhile, lawmakers are already demanding answers and action. Montana Republican Ryan Zinke tweeting simply, "Shoot it down." All of this, of course, comes as we have seen rising tension between the U.S. and China, and as Secretary of State Antony Blinken is expected to visit China in the coming days, the first such visit by a sitting U.S. Secretary of State in over 4 years. That trip this morning now in question, as the appearance of this balloon is sure to only escalate tension further, George.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.